Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about Sorcery Beta, and we're talking about the print run, we're talking about the prices, and we're doing all that whilst opening a box, a beta box. Not an alpha box, that would be nice, but alpha boxes are hard to come by at the moment. So yeah, we're not even talking about the prices of alpha. No, I want to have a look at the beta prices, and I want to speculate a bit about the beta print run. Full disclaimer, I recorded this video. It took me 50 minutes because I enjoyed opening the box. It's my first beta box I'm opening. I know you guys have been waiting for this one quite a while for me, or waiting for me to open it for quite a while. Let's say it like this. I will spare you the details. I won't tell you why, but obviously the beta boxes arrived very late in Europe. Then the Christmas period started. I've been back and forth to Germany very often due to personal reasons, and so on and so on. So it is end of December, and I'm actually opening my first beta box. As you see, everything on the screen is a little faster than you would expect, or you would expect it to be. Yeah, we're gonna leave all those little things in. It's all right. I'm not re-recording this, but it is a little faster than you would expect it to be because I'm dubbing this. I'm re-recording this as the video took me more than 50 minutes. I think almost 55 minutes, and I will spare you that. I think it won't make for nice, entertaining content. So I'm playing this at 1.5 speed, and we're talking over it, or I'm talking over it, and we're speculating about the beta print run, and the beta prices is what we're going to talk about a bit as well. So that's why everything on the screen is a bit faster than you would think it normally is. But I think looking at it now, talking over it, it still is very easy and nice to follow. And I think a lot better to have a half an hour video opening a nice box, enjoying it, than 50 minutes. And I was rambling along. It wasn't the best of the rambles. So yeah, it probably wouldn't have been a very entertaining video. So why is this my first beta box, and why is it not even one of the ones I pre-ordered? I will open those as well. I pre-ordered a couple of beta boxes, and I did so in May. And I pre-ordered them for $150 each, and the shop came through, delivered, very nice. So I got a couple of beta boxes I pre-ordered. By the way, Great Old One is one of the cards I have been looking for. I am a big fan of the artwork. Same goes for the Reckon. I think it's both of them are from Dan Seagrave. And I'm not into Sorcery at the moment as I should be, and as I was for Alpha. I was very much into Sorcery, and I knew most of the artists, and I started to pick it up, and I started to collect Alpha and so on. But somehow I was a bit frustrated by their approach. I was a bit frustrated by them not responding to me, which they did before Alpha. And I thought, like, yeah, now the beta is taking off, they don't need me anymore. And during the Alpha, yeah, they did. On the other hand, I did watch the video, the interview Cardboard Guide did with Simon, and he even mentioned me and the talk I did with Cardboard Guide about Sorcery, and that he enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, maybe they just didn't have time. First foil here, by the way. It's a pretty nice, solid box. And we're going to talk about the estimated value a bit as well, because I've been looking around on the internet. So yeah, but we got half an hour for that. I want to talk about too many things at once. No, that interview was very, very nice. By the way, check out Cardboard Guide. And I think the best sorcery channels out there, in my personal opinion, are Cardboard Guide and, of course, Collector Art House. We all know those. I think they're doing a great job, both of them. I'm trying to get better, and I'm a bit more into Sorcery again after being a bit down. And the delivery didn't help, the delay. I am disappointed that I can't participate in the big hype. And for me now, okay, I'm opening boxes now for myself and to play and to learn to play, and that's okay. But of course, I would have liked to participate in the discussion and in the hype. And yeah, we're still a bit there, but okay. But I'm, I can be a bit negative about things if they don't go the way I want them to go. But I understand that the sorcery guys, of course, need to focus on other stuff as well. So that's yeah. Who am I? That not important for them, of course. Still, I have made sorcery content since the game has been announced, since the Kickstarter. I have opened alpha boxes. Now I'm opening beta boxes. And for the price, like I told you in the beginning, another foil here, by the way, very nice. I like it. The foils are very good quality. In general, prices first, then quality. Maybe we should make a plan. And then availability. Maybe prices, availability, quality. Yeah, that's better, right? Prices. I paid 150 per box. And what I actually did is I found a couple. And I think I want to make a video and check out all the stores listed on the Sorcery website. Because if you Google Sorcery, you can really find stores that carry it. Maybe a few. And those few I've visited before. Most of them are sold out. But I have bought a couple of boxes just to add to my few boxes I pre-ordered. And this is one of the boxes I ordered extra, and I paid 189 bucks for it. And I will try to find a few more because I want to open a lot of boxes in 2024. That's a goal I set for myself. I maybe even want to open a pack every day. I don't know if you're not into Magic, if you're only into Sorcery, you don't watch it. But I do shorts and I enjoy them. I think it's funny I'm opening a pack every day for the last couple of months. And just a booster box, opening it and doing a short of that one booster and just enjoying the pack. And I'm going to do that with Sorcery as well. And I want to see how far I can get. January, I got covered with this. So yeah. These packs are gonna show up in a not sped up version in shorts throughout January, and I want to continue that in February as well. And for that, I need boxes, and that's why I'm buying everything I can find up to 200 bucks roughly. I think that's fair. I think that's okay. That's a little more than I paid originally in the pre-order and a little more than a lot of others paid who only paid 120, 130, but I think the box prices hold and I think it's still available because I bought, how many boxes extra did I buy? Like 3 or something. And 2 of them I bought for 185 and this one I bought for 189. So I'm opening the most expensive box first and I'm working my way through it. And I think not a lot of uniques, by the way, up to now. I think that's okay, and that's one big concern for me. And I think I'm gonna talk about that in more detail. And I think it's a very, very important issue. And I used I think 3 times now, but that's because it's my opinion, and you are entitled to your opinion. Nice mix. There's one more coming, spoiler. But what I think, again, is very important is that they don't reprint beta. And I'm going to talk about that in another video, like I just said. But prices are okay. They are holding around 180 to 200, which is fine for a product like this because the hype is very big. If you look at Magic boxes, some of them spike like 20% as well. And 150 per box, 20%, it's 30 bucks. It's 180, that's okay. And the singles, on the other hand, mix. There it is already. I told you. As if I knew. The singles, on the other hand, are very cheap. I saw a lot of the uniques for about 5 to 10 bucks, which I think is fair, considering you only need one to play, as you're only allowed to use one unique in your deck, or one of the, of course, more uniques, but one unique per certain card. that means the estimated value of this box I paid $189 for, from what I opened, is maybe $110. Which is, of course, not what you would like, but on the other hand, it's good. So there's kind of a balance between a sealed box, which is more expensive and worth more than an open box like this. And I think that's how it should be. Sealed, as we know from Magic as well. Another very cool foil, by the way. This one pops. I love it. As we know from Magic as well, sealed product is valued higher than, of course, open product. And for me, as long as I can get boxes around $190, I will buy a few more if I can financially, and I will open them, and I will open my other boxes as well, and I will take my time for it. I think 2024 for me will be not only a year of Magic the Gathering or trading card games in general, but very sorcery focused. I think that's fair to say. But if they reprint this now, and you see I'm opening this box, and I will be opening more. If they reprint this now and the boxes go to 120, that's not cool. Because there are a lot of people out there. I see boxes disappearing from the market, and they're still available. There are a lot of people out there buying boxes for 180, 190 bucks, like I do. Because we're invested in the game, and we have been from the beginning, and we're enjoying it. And I think if you consider that a normal Magic the Gathering booster box is 150, 160 bucks soon, 180 bucks for a limited edition, which the beta still is totally fair. That's all right. I mean, it could be like a collector booster box, which is above 200, and you get less boosters, and the cards are less collectible with Magic the Gathering. Nice exceptional foil, by the way. Very, very beautiful card. So what are we talking about? The prices are fair. Boxes are still available here and there, even in Europe. In the US, I think they are readily available still for $150 at Team Covenant. So yeah, they got a very big supply. Obviously, Rudy's getting more boxes. So yeah, please don't reprint this. I think they pretty much hit the mark. The market has not dried up within a couple of days. People are opening boxes, people are enjoying it, and the prices hold 20% above the normal pre-order price. So yeah, and even I am inclined, and I see others as well, to buy more boxes, which is good. And once they are done, we're focused on Arthurian Legends, and then we got our cards here, and the singles are okay. And there will be probably singles that will get more expensive if they are used in decks more, which will start up now as well. And for me, it's more about playing at the kitchen table anyway. I'm not a tournament player anymore. I used to be, and I might visit one just to see how it goes, but and to see how the atmosphere is, which is very important for me when it comes to certain trading card games. The atmosphere and the community is very, very important. So yeah, I think overall we're in a good place. Sorcery is in a good place. Leads me to how many they printed. I'm not sure. And I said if they print between, we all know we got 29,000 alpha boxes. I think I was one of the first ones to actually throw out that number. I got the video still, and there are some calculation errors, but together with my community, I calculate, and it's not, hey, look at me, I knew it, but it wasn't rocket science. We had the Kickstarter numbers, I broke them down, and we calculated it. Some of you added to it by adding some factors I didn't consider, and so on. And we arrived at around 29,000 boxes, which is the current number everybody uses. And honestly, I think I was one of the first one to actually throw out that number. Very suspicious. I got the same foil again in the same box. I haven't seen that before. But okay, I take it. I'm allowed to play a couple of these. Maybe it's nice to foil out your deck if possible with some of the duels. Hadn't seen that one, that Rubble. I hadn't really paid attention to it. I know it's kind of a token if a site gets destroyed, but to me it was like, huh? It doesn't have a rarity on it. And I hear people not pulling a lot of those, which is funny. And of course you get one in the box topper, but yeah, I still think it was cool to get. So 29,000 alpha boxes. I said if they print between 40 and 50,000 beta boxes, I think we're good. The game can grow slowly and organically. That would be nice. If they print more, it will be tough. The game took off, so even if they printed a little more, let's say they doubled alpha and they got between 50 and 60 beta, 50 and 60,000 beta boxes, I think we're still in a good place because, yeah, now we see that there are still boxes available, but the prices hold steady because the demand is very high. But people like me who want to get extra boxes and want to open them still can get them for a reasonable price. Because on eBay, a case of beta is already $2,000, and of course that's ridiculous. Nobody's buying it, but that would mean it's like 320 bucks a box right now. 300 times 6 is 1800, and then we got 200 divided by 6 is another 33 of course, so 333 bucks per box, which of course is ridiculous if you can still buy it for 180, 190. We're in a good place, and that means I think we are not that far off with the beta print run. And I heard Mike from Collector Art House say on his Discord, somewhere in a chat, which I read. I know it takes up so much time, but I do my best to keep up with the information a bit, especially in times like these, in which you have very limited time personally due to circumstances. But Collector Art House Mike said it will work, and it is working in their advantage, that they are not telling how much they printed, and that they are not saying, for example, in the interview, Simon said, we're not sure, we're going to look at the market, we're not sure if we're reprinting beta. They are not saying no, but they are not saying yes. And honestly, I would strongly suggest another one of the cards I really wanted, the Kraken. The first beta box, I got like the 2 of the uniques I really wanted because I really like the artwork. I'm addicted to those sea stories and mythological creatures, a bit like the old Odysseus stories, and that Kraken adds to it. So like the sea adventures, pirate adventures. I love that kind of stuff. But okay. So Simon said they don't know if they're going to reprint it, and if we're around 50,000, 60,000 boxes, which I think we are, otherwise I think maybe even with the demand there was, we would not be able to buy single boxes on the open market still, then I think we're good. I hope they don't reprint it. I have to talk about that more. Look at Rudy's recent video, in which he talks about telling parties not to overprint, and what trouble, for example, Flesh and Blood already has with boxes being like $40 and so on. And it doesn't mean the game is dead, but honestly, if the boxes are not worth anything anymore, and MetaZoo is not selling, and and then you get those Flesh and Blood shouters, which have not, luckily, I have not spotted those in Sorcery yet. Because Flesh and Blood, quickly the atmosphere changed after I started, and I, as you know, I bought quite some Flesh and Blood, and I still have quite some. I even recently bought the Professor box just because I like it, and there are decks in there, and I can play, and it's okay for me. I won't spend big money on Flesh and Blood anymore because I think the company is shitty, which, on the other hand, with Sorcery, I don't think is the case. So. Next thing, let's hope they don't reprint it. To summarize, let's hope they understand that this is collectible too, and let's hope that they see we're in a good place, and they know we're in a good place, and that they keep it that way. And I still would be interested in the beta print run. The Kruyderlaan. Yeah, I prefer the Frankfurt one, but I take what I can get. Overall, the cards here are stunning. I love them. I will try to collect the beta non-foil set. I don't believe with the amount of boxes I have and I can acquire financially, I will be able to buy. I'm not a high roller, and I just enjoy stuff. And I've spent way too much on sorcery already, especially on the beta. Because of the pre-order, I don't even consider at the moment, which means I already paid like $1,500 for 1.5 cases in April, and now I bought like 3 boxes for $200 almost each, so I'm already above $2,000 for sorcery. It's a lot of money. For $2,000 I could buy a Mox. As for the Magic the Gathering guy, that's focus is key, but I want to experience this. And I like it. I like these foils. I like that they are rare. I like the possibility to get a curio. I don't like the way they have chosen to do like exclusive promos with Rudy. I don't think that's a good idea because it excludes us. How do we Europeans who also love the game, how do we get this? It's not possible. Don't make it so difficult. Don't make some things unavailable. And doesn't mean things shouldn't be rare, but there should be a possibility. You know what I mean? There should be possibility to get certain cards. And if it's a rare card like foil Philosopher's Stone and that's $3,000, fair enough. I have the possibility to get that card in the booster still, but those promos, those exclusive promos, which there are only like a few hundred of, or 1,000 or whatever. I'm all for collectibility, so it's a double-edged sword for me. I like it, but make it available in all regions and not regional exclusive. And then maybe like if they say, okay, if you buy a kit here in Europe via a certain distributor and I have a chance to get it, and even if it's sold out within 2 minutes, maybe I would have more peace with it. But okay, different discussion. Cards are awesome. Cards are looking very good. What I feel is that the beta cards somehow are more receptive to nicks and little scratches here and there somehow. I already have a few. After the video, I sleeved the foils. I sleeved the exceptionals. I sleeved the elites. And I sleeved the uniques, of course. And I was very careful, and all of these luckily are in a good shape. Some of the cards already came out of the booster with edge problems. I think that's very apparent. The cards, the edge wear, it's often there. Some of them more than others. Some edges, luckily with common cards, are like almost curled, which for me, which is very strange. Yeah, I even have like 1 elite card or 2 elite cards that have like a very very damaged edge on top of the card. Very strange. But overall the quality is good, but the cards seem more receptive to nicks and little damages here and there, which already was the case with Alpha. That I also feel is that if I slide a Magic the Gathering card, if I want to pick it up and I slide it across the playmat here, the Sorcery playmat, which I still think is fantastic, the Kickstarter playmat, Magic cards slide easily over the playmat. Sorcery cards, they kind of like have friction a lot and they don't slide that easily and they get stuck like at the edges or whatever. It's like as if they are like too perfect and not able to slide across the table easily, which is a bit weird to me. But a big quality issue for me is that, how do I say this? That I still don't know how to verify these cards. I mean, I made a video about it, and it's been watched a lot, so people apparently, and it's still being watched, and people still comment on it, and it's already half a year old. And I made a video about how to authenticate sorcery cards, or at least trying to authenticate sorcery cards, and I made that about the alpha cards. I want to make that about beta as well, and I still want to make that about the sites. I made it about the normal cards, but I think I will do that for the beta now. And for me, it doesn't even have to do with the quality of the card itself. It does have to do with general. You see a lot of videos. Louis from Kitchen Table TCG has been having problems with people that want to scam him and so on. So yeah, for me it's very important that you have a chance to authenticate. There are probably things in here, but I'm still not very convinced that yeah, I rather would have these cards printed in Belgium. Would make me more confident with everything. That's why I only buy sealed boxes. I don't want anything else at the moment for my collection. I want to make sure these are real. So, what didn't we discuss yet? We discussed quality, we discussed print run, we discussed prices, single prices. Oh yeah, I wanted to add to those. I discussed that a little bit with the estimated value of this box with actually good hits. And if you stick around for a little bit longer, what I often do is to check if people actually watch the video is at a random place, not even in the middle, not even directly at the end, but at a random place in the video, which is this place now, is I use a code word, which for this channel normally is Yoda. So if you leave a comment with the word Yoda in it, in the comment section under the video, then I know you actually most likely finished watching the video, because a lot of people will not watch half an hour of me rambling on about sorcery and about the current state of sorcery. And Simon, if you actually watch this like you claim, contact me on Discord and let me know, or comment under the video, which is fine as well for everybody to see. Then everybody knows you're watching this, because he claimed in the video, in the interview with Cardboard Guide, that he's watching all the videos. I'm very curious if he actually does. I would be flattered if you are listening to my rambling about your game for half an hour. So prices, yes, I was surprised that the single prices are actually that low. There are a couple of cards that are more expensive, but I think the market is still figuring things out. And I was surprised that some of the uniques are priced that low. But it is what it is. Maybe it's good. Folks, yes. What I will do is, because we're almost through, we're down to the last pack here. What I will do is I will open another box pretty soon. I will have a look at the possibilities to authenticate the cards, and hopefully I will link to, if you really made it to the end of this video and you want to continue me watching on rambling about sorcery and authentication, then I will link to the video I made about authentication, and I did the light test, I did the black light test, I did a weight test, and so on and so on. I will link to that video at the end of this video. I think that's a good video to watch. I want to collect, I want to see how many boxes it takes me to get the dropping stuff here before opening the last pack's always good. I want to see how many boxes it takes me to open to get an actually full or close to a full, and probably I have to trade or buy some extra cards, full beta set, non-foil. I can't afford foil, and I will keep my foils and I will add them to my collection. I will be happy with them. I got a few exceptionals here, which is nice, but no high-end foil hits in this box. At least I think so. That's actually the East-West Dragon here. I would like to have the West-East Dragon. I think that idea is just fantastic, that you turn the card left to right and the two dragons face each other in the binder. I would like to have that curio. I think that is one of the, maybe my favorite curio up to now. The West-East Dragon. No, this is the East-West, and then the West-East, yes, from right to left. I think that's a very, very funny idea. So that's the curio I'm chasing. Now, these kind of things I'm going to do. Watch the video about authentication if you like, and if you still have a bit of time. And I waited. If you are still here, we got an actual Onyx core in this box. I waited until the last. I didn't fake this. As you see, the video itself is just sped up. It was in the last booster. So we got 9 uniques. We got about 8 foils. Very nice foils. We got a core. We got the Kraken. We got the old one. For me, it was a perfect box. Very cool cards. We got 2 mixes. I enjoyed this box a lot. Let me thank my viewers, you, for sticking around. Let me thank my subs. Every sub helps. Every like helps. Every comment helps. And of course, my patrons and my YouTube channel members. It's with your support, all of those people here on screen, that I can make these videos and I can say whatever the fuck I want on my channel, and I can actually enjoy opening a box like this. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. I talk to you next time. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye bye.